Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well and keeping good and enjoying a good start to the new year. Welcome, come on in, you guys, have a seat. Let's do this video for you guys about a very interesting herb. And again, this is one of the herbs that when I thought about it, when I was asked to talk about it, by the spirits and by the spirits of our ancestors, I was like, how come I didn't do a video about this before? It's crazy. But it's one of these herbs that is very interesting and has a very big history when it comes to spirituality, and that is tobacco. Okay, so tobacco, as we know, if for physical uses, even especially smoking and so on, it is harmful to the health, okay, and that has been proven, okay. It does have some health benefits, but these are not huge compared to its harmful effects, or at least the well-known kind of harmful effects on the health. It is a very prevalent herb, and it is found all around the world. But it's like something very powerful, and it's ancient. So it's been used for a very long time. I'm all over the world, like I said. So you find it in many different continents. So tobacco is traditionally used, or in the olden days, as the plant or the leaves of the tobacco plant. Spiritually speaking, they have been used as offerings to spirits and to please the spirits or appease the spirits, wherever these spirits are from. You'll find that especially if you go to the United States and Native American people, they offer the spirits tobacco to please the spirits. And if you go to places in North Africa and East Africa, you find that in countries like Morocco, especially in the Sub-Saharan Desert or North Africa, or in East Africa, Egypt and the Sudan, especially if you go to these places, especially the countries that are around the Nile, tobacco was in the past given as an offering to spirits or to please spirits. And in like the old traditions, especially around the Nile Basin where part of my ancestry is from, I see many people smoke them to be able to communicate with spirits and to like kind of open the connections with them. And that is definitely something that's there, like especially the kind of traditions that are spiritual and simple, and you find simple people who are not really exposed to any kind of health information. If you go to the rural areas, you'll find that when they want to talk to spirits, they start smoking tobacco, okay? And that is something that is very prevalent around the Nile Basin, okay? And they say that some of the spirits demand the tobacco. They ask for the tobacco so that they can give the person information, or that they can perform healing or perform like any kind of blessing. They ask for the tobacco. Tobacco, when it's carried on the person or if it's burned, it has a purifying effect, and it's very powerful in sending negativity away. Okay, it doesn't attract spiritually. It does not attract negativity. It banishes negativity. And it is also very powerful in promoting peace and confidence, and it gives people strength, personal strength. That is, if it is burned as an incense. You can get unprepared tobacco leaves, for example, and if you burn them as an incense, or if you just use, for example, say pipe tobacco, and you burn it as an incense instead of smoking it just a tiny bit. You don't have to smoke the whole room. It's just a tiny bit on a piece of coal. It will give you, and you pray for peace and confidence and personal strength. It will supply this to the person. It will make that come out upon the person or from the person, or the person will discover a new confidence within themselves. It is often mixed with salt and burned with a black candle to win a court case. So it's very good for court case work. If you go to and listen to the galangal video or to the ginger video, you can add tobacco, cinnamon and ginger, or tobacco and, for example, salt, cinnamon and galangal, the galangal root that I've talked about for the court case, the chewing root that then people chew and spit on the floor before they go to court or in the court. Tobacco, when you add it to the mixture, it can be a very powerful item to add to that to win a person a case in court, and have like legal justice brought in a situation. Okay, so it's very powerful for court cases as well. Tobacco as well is used for love, and it is especially useful to call back a straying lover. So if someone is in a relationship and they have someone that they've known and they miss them and they want them to call them or to text them or to speak to them, then take some black tobacco and put them you can put it in your mailbox or in your telephone even. And if you mix tobacco with Damiana herb, which I've talked about before in the Copal video, if you go down the list of videos for love, and you mix it with myrrh, and if you burn it on charcoal, it is a very famous love-drawing incense for love, okay? Obviously, if you want someone to call you, you have to pray and put things in God's hands, okay? And you have to use the Quran. I always tell you guys, mention the name of God over everything before you use the items, and ask God for help and ask God to give you the outcome that is best for your situation, okay? If someone hasn't contacted you or spoken to you, it is very likely that they have moved on or they have someone else. I would personally not advise anyone to wait for anybody endlessly, no matter what kind of connection you have with that person, especially if people are not talking to you or contacting you or showing themselves in your life. It would serve you best to move on, okay? Especially if you are a feminine energy or a woman. Don't wait for any man, and don't put tobacco in your phone for any man to call you if there is nothing like active within the relationship, and if there is no real reason for the connection to be revived, okay? Especially if it's someone you don't know or you don't really know well. Try not to use this for that purpose, because at the end of the day, if someone is interested in you, they will come forward and they will talk to you, okay? And the person who shows this kind of behavior is useless. And you need to understand that this person is not going to be good for you going forward if they don't contact you, if they don't communicate with you, okay? It's a very, very easy kind of equation to solve, okay? So there's no need to dwell on people and use like to call someone back. The only situation I would say to use it is if a lover has been lost, you feel that the person is lost without you, or you feel that the person is like, you owe the person to try and, fix the relationship, okay? You can use that to improve the communication between you and that person, okay? But never ever wait for anybody, and, It's useless to just wait and sit around and hope, that there's many people, billions of people in this world, and ultimately someone is going to do the right thing with you, okay? Whether you're a man or a woman, okay? And at the end of the day, the masculines are expected to connect to the feminine energies. And if a man does not contact his woman, then in my book, he is not one to be trusted. Okay, and he is not one to be waited upon or even considered for a relationship. Okay, so for that you need to put this person to the left, so to speak. Okay, so you need to keep it moving. It is also, tobacco is very good for general luck. Okay, so if you carry it on your person and you just feel like you need that extra boost of luck when you go anywhere, keeping tobacco on your person and praying to God for I wouldn't say pray for luck, because luck itself is something that is hard to define, but pray for blessing. Okay, so it gives you blessings. It enables all of the good spirits that are around you to bless you whilst you carry it, especially if you combine it with prayer. Read your holy book with it. Whatever your religion is, read your holy book with it. In Islam, we can read the last 3 surahs of the Quran. Like I always tell you guys, for money, you can read Surah Al-Waqi'ah, for example. For love, you can read Surah Al-Rahman. Okay? Now, it is also very good for business. Okay, so if you get tobacco essential oil, or even the tobacco itself, tobacco leaves, if you have like a shop and the business is slow, or you have like anywhere, just placing the tobacco on it inside that area on a plate, or using the smoke to smoke the area out and pray for blessings for your business, can improve the situation a great deal. Okay? Now, tobacco is also used for protection, a powerful protection, and it has, if you are not careful with it and you don't use it with the Quran, you could curse someone. Okay, so I would say stay away from cursing people and hurting people spiritually. The only situation that I would say use defensive magic is if you feel that you have been attacked, and even then, it is not wise to mention anyone's name specifically unless you're 1,000,000% sure that that person has actually done something to you. You've seen it with your own eyes, or it's been revealed to you in a vision or in a ru'ya. Then you can use the tobacco. You can burn it alone on an incense burner and pray for God to defend you. Okay, so you pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you say, defend me. Usually if I have to do it, when I have done it in the past, the effects of it have been very far reaching to the people who have tried to hurt me unfairly or hurt the people that I love unfairly. Okay, there's a very important thing to observe here, that with spiritual items and when you pray, the power is in your hands. So you have to use it with responsibility and use it wisely. The reason is because if we don't use these things wisely, then we get the repercussions of what we do. So say you are just suspecting someone that they've done something to you, and you burn tobacco and you pray against them and you ask for them to be hurt specifically, then that prayer can be granted to teach you a lesson. If that person gets hurt as a result of your prayer, you can get hurt back as a result, so that you learn a lesson not to do that to people who have not messed with you. Okay, so it's always best when you burn it to pray and read the Quran and put things in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and ask God to defend you in the way that He sees that is right, and to actually, you can demand justice and say, Let me see who has been hurting me. When you burn the tobacco, you can pray and say, let me see with my eyes what will happen to whoever has been hurting me. I don't know. I'm putting this in your hands, God, and I'm burning it to defend myself spiritually because I feel that my luck is not good or my life is not going the way that I want to for whatever reason, and I want to see the person who has done this to me get justice. And something I want to add here is that during these days now, especially this year, 2023, there is a very strong energy of justice going around the cosmos and on planet Earth especially. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bringing justice to people. So if someone has done a lot of good things, they are receiving very good things and beautiful things and powerful breakthroughs. If someone has done bad things and has been, let's say, evil, they are getting their justice. Okay, so many people, you will see it and it will surprise you. You're going to see it throughout the year. A lot of things are going to happen where their justice is going to be served. Okay, and you're going to see that. Okay, and you're going to be, especially if you're someone who's been wronged for a very long time and you don't know what to do, you didn't know what to do, pray that justice is served, because the energies for justice being served this year is like it has never been before. Okay, this is now when justice or karma is going to be served, and it's going to happen in many different ways. Okay, so if you're going to see, if you've been wronged, you're going to see justice being served. If you have been someone good and have been doing a lot of good things for people, be prepared to receive the most amazing blessings you have ever had, even more than you might think possible, because oftentimes we do good things and we forget about them, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards us for them and we don't even remember what we've done that's good. Okay, because as Muslims we try and do as much good as possible and never be in the wrong or try to be harmful to anyone, okay, whatsoever. Okay, because you can never go into people's hearts and know what they are thinking or what they are doing. Okay, so I think if you do a lot of good, and there's still time, if you still do good now, your rewards will be great. And if you do anything negative, the repercussions will also be great. Okay, so my advice to you guys, it's one of other prediction I'm giving you guys on this channel. Let's all do good and live in love and not in fear, and do the right things by the people that we know and meet and care about. Okay, even those you don't care about, or those who are from other religions or other faiths or other countries or other races or other backgrounds, we have to do good by everyone. Okay, and inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you a big reward for helping people. Okay, I love you guys so much. This is all I have for you tonight, and I pray that inshallah it has helped you all. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. You guys, it motivates me to put out more content for you guys, and it helps grow my small channel. It's still small, but I'll keep going. I promise I'll keep going. Thank you so much for your likes, for your shares and subscribes and comments, and I will see you guys in your next video. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you health, wealth, love and happiness beyond your wildest dreams, and may He give you your justice. May all the good deeds that you have come back to you multiplied, and for every good deed that you do, may He give you thousands, millions and billions in return. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in your next video.